Good morning everyone. In today's video I wanted to share with everyone every single thing that I own. I have about 25 items in total and that is considered pretty low. I think the average adult has about 118 items in their wardrobe. So that's just clothes itself, and then the average American household has about 300,000 items. So here I am with the 25 items and I'm going to show you guys all of it. Because it's only 25, it's going to be a quick video. I just wanted to add, I am a minimalist, but it's just a label at the end of the day. I'm not doing all of this to have less and less and less, or to be the person who just who is trying so hard to just get rid of everything, or like some sort of decluttering kind of obsession almost. I've always been like this. There has been phases in my life where I've had much more and I've always sat there not feeling like it's me. It's like I'm trying to be somebody else by trying to fill the space that, I guess, the void inside of me by buying things and keeping things in my room. But those phases were very short-lived because I realized that I am someone who's really, really simple since a young age, and it took me ages to realize that that's a normal thing. Many people are like me out there who like to have less, who don't really like the fancy stuff in life, who just do thrive better with less. And not saying that having more is a bad thing. Please don't get the wrong idea. Because there's so many people who love to have things, they're attached to different things, and they enjoy life with things, you know. But obviously I'm someone who doesn't have attachment to many objects or things, and so I guess that's me. So please, nobody get offended if you think I'm saying this is the better way, because that's not my place to say. This is just the way that I've found myself being really content and happy, if that's the word you want to use. So you guys, what I'm basically going to do is show you the item and then put it in the bag, okay? And just explain a little bit. Here I go. So I've got 10 clothes, okay? So I've got 1 trackies, 1 jeans, a few tops, I think 4 or 5 tops, and then I've got the underwears and the 1 jacket just because when it's cold. So those are all the clothes that I use, and as I explained in my other video where I go into depth, obviously these are on rotation, so whenever I get you know, like I feel like I'm done with a piece of clothing, I donate it, and then get a second-hand clothing from either a charity shop or vintage, just because it keeps that rotation going. Obviously, reality is that you can't really wear all these clothes for the rest of your life because there's wear and tear, stains, and things like that. So it's a rotation that I do a few months at a time, but I keep it at 10 because that's just the way I like it. 1 pair of runners, okay? This I use to obviously go for bike rides, hikes, walks. 1 pair of sandals. These are the most cheapest thing ever from Amazon. They're about £7, but this is for obviously the summer. So that's gonna go in the bag. So this is my water bottle. I only really drink water unless someone makes or I make freshly squeezed juice. But other than that, it's always water. So yeah, any sort of drink I want to drink, I just put it in here and have a drink. No cups really. Now, I don't have cutlery, okay? So, and this might sound weird to people, but I eat with my hands. In my culture, which is Sri Lankan / Indian culture, lots of people still do eat with their hands. I know in the West they don't really do that. They use forks and knives and spoons. But yeah, I still eat with my hands because I love it, and which I'll make a separate video on one day. But and I use this coconut shell as my plate to eat the food. So rice, any vegan dishes that I do, I put it in here. And yeah, it looks really small, but I obviously don't eat a heck of a lot. And if I want a second serving, I just, you know, chuck in the next serving. It's very simple. I don't have a load of dishes to wash for myself. And yeah, it's very, very simple. So that's my plate and a spoon, because obviously, sorry, it's like a wooden spoon in the sense, like I can't obviously eat everything with my hand, like soups, because as a vegan, I do have soups. So this is the best way to eat it. I just cannot use my hand for soup. Next thing is my laptop. So the only reason I use this is to learn education, anything I want to know or read up on, I will use this, as well as books, but you know, like certain things I can only really find on the internet. Banking, because I don't obviously have a smartphone, I do check my bank account on this. Emails is the most common thing I use my laptop for, so the emails, and you know, anything I need to buy quickly, if I don't have time to go to the shops, then yeah, this is the laptop. Obviously those are the reasons I use it for. I do not watch movies or TV shows. I'm not a fan of the movies and TV shows. That sounds a bit weird, but I do not watch anything on my laptop, except for the occasional documentary just to learn. So yeah, that's that. So laptop's going in there. I like to write random stuff. I'm a big planner, organizer, so I like to write everything that I need to do, organize things, so that I usually write it. And obviously I've got this eco kind of friendly pen, which is like plastic free. I'm really big on the environment, so I'm trying my best. I'm not perfect, but I try my best to use things that are just environmentally friendly. So that's the pen that I use, and that's just a mini notebook just to write things. And another thing is I obviously write when I feel like, obviously I live a very isolated life, so I don't really have many people I talk to in real life. So if I feel like I'm really sad or negative at any time, I do write the feelings in here to kind of release that energy onto paper, and it does help. It really does. So yeah, that's that. Next thing is books. I do love to read non-fiction books. I'm not a big fan of fiction. That's just me. So anything I read is always science or psychology. And I love reading those books. I always learn a lot from reading books. But the thing is, because I'm such a busy person with so much responsibility, it takes me a heck of a lot of time to read books. So it takes me about, sounds a bit funny, but 6 to 7 months to read one book. That's just how my life is right now. I used to get through books in 2 days, but now life's very different. So yeah, once I finish with this, I usually donate it and just buy a second-hand book. Nowadays books are very cheap to buy, so about £2, £3. So that's how I do the books. I'm not really one to have a bookshelf and put a load of books on, just because I feel like it just takes up so much space. And I just found this more like very focused. I've got the one book that I'm reading. I'm not getting all distracted by many other books. So it makes me focus and kind of set a goal to finish the book before I start a new book. So that's that. All my bathroom stuff is in this cute little kind of box thing. So basically there's only a few things in here. I'm a woman who doesn't really wear a heck of a lot of products, just because I find most of the products out there are very artificial, and I try to stick to as less as I can, because I find that is the best way to live. So in this little box, I'll just show you very quickly, okay? So very strange to many people, but I've got a stick as a toothbrush, and that might be very strange to people, but I love it. And it's like a toothpaste and toothbrush combination, meaning these sticks, this is from a certain tree in Arab countries, and it has everything inside this stick that is needed for your tooth care. So I don't use toothpaste, I just use this, and it is perfect. It does an exceptional job. And I don't know if you guys can see it properly, but it literally has, like, it just literally looks like a toothbrush, like the way the bristles, I think that's how you say it, bristles are. But that is my toothbrush, so very easy. it lasts about a month and then I get a new one. And I just keep going down until it finishes. So that's my toothbrush. I've got a fragrance-free moisturizer. This is just because I've suffered from eczema and I need to always moisturize my skin. So I've got that. I've got Vaseline because I get eczema on my lips. So I need to use some sort of thing, and this is the one that's worked for me. It's not too harsh on my kind of skin. So that's the kind of lip thingy, balm. And then I've got a razor, and honestly speaking, I only shave my legs 3 times a year and my armpits maybe once every 2 months. And I'm always in conflict with this because it goes against nature, meaning I am a woman who grows hair, and I just want to leave it the way it is, but then society gets in my head and I feel like I need to shave, but then I feel like it's not the true me. So I'm in conflict with it, but one day will feel comfortable enough to just let the hair be the way it is. But that's there. I actually use my fingers to comb my hair. That might sound very strange. So I don't really have a hairbrush. And using the toilet, for those of you who don't know already, I don't use toilet paper. So the wipes are in the wash right now, and like reusable wipes. So they usually go in here after I like pee or poop, and then I put it in here for the wash. So that's my little bag thing. Obviously I do use a leaf, and but that's not technically something I own, so I'm not going to show it in this video, but I use a leaf to wipe my butt, and the second option is the wipe. So yeah, and this is the bidet that I use to kind of wash my butt after I do a poop. So yeah, that's just a bidet, which I've showed in my previous video for those of you who are interested in a way to go to the toilet without using toilet paper. And the last thing is a bar of soap. So this is what I use to wash my hands, to wash my body and wash my face, like all in one kind of thing. And also, I don't use shampoo and conditioner. I don't use anything for my hair, and it's been completely fine, and it's growing. So you might think it's gross or weird, but it's actually not, because I think it's more weird to actually use product in your hair. So I don't really use anything on my hair. As my dumb phone, I made a video about why I've switched to a dumb phone 6-7 years ago, and it is the best thing. It is the best thing. I'm gonna put that in there. And last thing is my wallet, purse. I am not a woman who likes purses. Never have been. So this is actually the most weirdest thing, and I don't think anyone else has this in the world. It's a Ziploc freezer bag. You know, where you put your like food in, you cut up or whatever into the fridge, but I've used it as a wallet. Why? Because I can see everything in it, and it locks perfectly. Like, it's just perfect. Nothing comes out. You know what I mean? So here is my bank card, and the charger for my phone as an emergency, yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I think this is probably one of the weirdest things that you've probably seen in this video, but yeah, that's that. So I don't have a handbag or anything. That I just literally put that Ziploc bag, get rid of all the air, and just put it in my pocket, and I've never really had a problem. Yeah, so you guys, that is every single thing that I own, and obviously this is my bed, and obviously I can actually carry that as well. So I've made a video on why I sleep on a tatami mat. It's a Japanese mat, but yeah, so everything I own I have put into this bag. So I'm gonna get up and show you guys. So guys, I'm just gonna show you the bag now on me. Like, it's pretty cool that I can just sort of carry it on me. Like, everything I own is literally in this bag. I mean, it's a bit bigger than the average bag, but it's not really like that it's not even heavy. That's the thing. I'm kind of like amazed. But yeah, I can sort of just like go around in public with all my things if I wanted to, but that's a bit weird. But yeah, if I ever wanted to travel, I can just chuck literally everything that I own in this bag. And yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this off. So yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that and found it interesting, or I don't know, like if there's any confusion or questions, please do ask. And yeah, on a really quick note, I obviously don't own a lot as well, so I'm willing to explain why I don't own things. Like for example, I don't have an umbrella because I'm more than happy to just get wet in the rain. I love it. You know, I don't wear perfume because I love to I just want to have my own natural smell. I don't really want to smell good because I'm fine with, content with my neutral, neutral kind of not good or bad smell. You know, there's various things I could explain as to why I don't have anything. So, you know, you might be sitting there in confusion, like, wait, what about this? What about this? Doesn't she have this? Like, I'm willing to answer those because I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything. So just ask and I will answer. But yeah, you guys, I love you so much, and I really hope everyone is okay and having a wonderful day. And take care of yourselves, okay? Bye.